What's up, everybody? My name is Little Devil, as you can see from the name, and I'm going to bore you with my custom class creation that I've noticed that works fairly well for me and could also work for you. Um, right off the bat, custom one is the KN44.
Fred, did you take the ashtray?
No, I didn't take the
You
ashtray.
know where it is?
No, I don't know where the ashtray is.
What did the ashtray?
You drive me nuts, Mom. Thank you. Have a good night. Anyways, so first weapon I have, as I just said, is the KN44, and this gun works very well. It's got a pretty good accuracy, it's got a good iron sight, and it's overall a pretty good weapon. It can shoot long range, short range, medium range. Really, it's an all-around good weapon, and all these weapons that I'm going to tell you about today is my personal preference. You guys don't have to use them, and if you guys do, you can switch up the attachments and do whatever you'd like with it. For my first attachment is reload faster. Um, it's known as fast mags, but basically it says itself. It's you reload your gun faster. So the first time you reload your weapon, it's faster. To me, this works well for when you have a group of enemies um, in one area. You can reload your gun if you run out of ammo and basically get all of them depending on how your playstyle is. Um, so your first, just keep in mind that when you reload the gun the first time, it's quick. The second time, it's not. It's about the same time as just reloading your gun if you didn't have this. Next attachment I have is aiming down the sights faster. The name is Quick Draw, and basically it says itself. You just aim down the sights faster. Next one I have is Stock. You move around faster while aiming down the sights. So if you're crouched and you're trying to go through a corner or into, not through a corner, going to just beside, if you're beside something that you're in cover and you try to poke your head through and you just want to move quicker, you would basically have this, and you can aim down the sights and move quicker. For my secondary is the MR6. I don't really use this weapon often, but when I do use it, it's mainly when I run out of ammo for my first gun. The gun is overall fairly good. I've never really had an issue with this weapon. It's a pistol. Sorry, I'm checking something. I don't know why I don't have it, but anyways, the pistol, it does have fairly good damage, range. Your fire rate is all depending on you, how fast you can hit the trigger, and the accuracy is fairly good as well. For the attachments, I have the ELO. I don't know if there's a way to say it. ELO, whatever whatever way. And I guess it's a better attachment than the reflex sight. Some people do prefer the reflex sight or even just iron sights, but I prefer the ELO. My secondary is a pistol. Depending on how I want to use this weapon, I can use it being silent, or I can use it just running around and not caring if I'm on the radar. Depending on what I have on this, I sometimes use the silencer as well. That way, it's nobody can see me on the map. But on this weapon, I do have the pistol. So for my perk 1, I have Sixth Sense. It displays wow, I can't speak today. Displays a mini-map indicator when you're nearby somebody. So basically how it works, on your mini-map, you will be you'll be on your mini-map, obviously, and then around you, depending on how it goes, you'll have something like a triangle when you're moving around. So if you're turning, the triangle will move with you. It's not really a triangle. Some people can probably explain it better than I can, but apparently I can't. Next one is swapping weapons faster and aiming faster while sprinting. Or aim faster after sprinting, sorry. And it's called Fast Hands. Basically, how it works is, it says it fairly well in this description of it, but you swap weapons faster. So if I run out of ammo for the KN-44 and I'm in front of an enemy, I almost said enemy, but I'm in front of an enemy, and I run out of ammo, I can quickly switch to my pistol or my sidearm, depending on what you want to call it, or how you want to say it. I'll say sidearm. I can switch to my sidearm and or secondary, and I can kill them. Now, if you do not have fast hands, it's slower to switch weapon. Now, the next thing it does is aiming down the sights faster, or aiming faster after you're sprinting. So if you're running and there's an enemy in front of you and you quickly need to aim and shoot, you can with using a perk. So anti-up, all it does is spawn in with a starting bonus to your score streak. I don't use it, but if I need to shoot somebody and I need to kill somebody and he's in front of me or whatever, and I need to quickly aim and I need to shoot him, I'm able to do that because I have fast hands. I guess it's a simple way to put it. I just have fast hands. You know, I'm a ninja, I guess. Whatever. And then I got primary gunfighter, and that would let me add stock. If I didn't have that, stock would disappear and I could only have 2 attachments. For my second weapon, I have the HVK-30, and I have no secondary weapon. I just have this gun, and I have 4 attachments. I really like this gun. It's a mixture between the HVK and the KN-44. These 2 guns work very well, and you can't go wrong with either of these guns. Some people are really good with the ICR as well. I'm fairly good with it. I started off being really good with it, and then all of a sudden I switched to the HVK. And then I watched a video on YouTube of somebody, his name's Ali A, and I got into this gun, and he's phenomenal. Like, this guy, if you want to know something about a weapon, go to him. Because he's great. Yes, I'm stupid. I'm getting somebody else views, but I don't care. It's all about making friends. It's a simple way to put it. Now, for this weapon, I have the reflex sight. When I do unlock the yellow, I will be putting that on there. But I have the reflex sight as of right now. For my sight of it, my sight for the reflex, I usually have, if I could find it, this one, the double down. Double down works very well. You can use the default if you want. You don't need to use what I use. Just remember that. But the double down works very well. And if you want to try something that's that you do have or you have unlocked, because it is in the black market, I strongly suggest using the double down. You can't go wrong with it. You never can. And it works perfect. Next thing I have is stock, and that's same thing. Move faster while aiming, or move faster while aiming down the sights. Quick draw, aiming down the sights faster. So stock and quick draw do fairly well together. And then I have the suppressor. So this is basically would be my gun to go to when I want to be stealthy. Yes, it's Black Ops. You cannot be stealthy, especially jumping 30 feet in the air and seeing somebody right under you. You're like a hawk. You're not gonna do it. I don't have a secondary, but I do have a lethal, and I have the frag grenade, which I don't know why I do. I usually have the Semtex, but whatever. Frag grenade works fairly well depending on what you're using. I'll unlock and equip it. But the Semtex is my personal favorite. You can stick it to people, stick it to a wall, stick it to a roof, stick it to a floor. It will not move as the frag does. And the second you throw it, it moves, it bounces around, and sometimes you don't get the enemy. If the enemy is not paying attention, you can throw the Semtex down or right beside him and he won't notice it and he'll die. With the frag, if you throw it at the enemy or throw it at the wall, it's going to bounce off every wall and you're going to play a very nice game of ping pong. So I have Sixth Sense again, which again, it's the triangle thing. Stupid way to explain it, but it works. Fast hands again, and this time I have Gung Ho. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but it's hip firing your weapon better, deploy equipment, and throw grenades while sprinting. So you can hip fire your weapon as you're running, so you can shoot while you're running. You can deploy equipment and throw grenades, so you can do all of those things while you're sprinting, which isn't bad, I guess, depending on what you want to use. And then again, I have this so I can have fourth attachment. The next gun is the XR2. Now, I wouldn't really listen to this one as much because I don't really use it anymore. It's a 3-round burst rifle. I was doing well before I prestiged with it, and then I stopped using it, and then I haven't really been able to use it that well anymore. I guess it depends on the day, depends on how I'm feeling that day, and I can do well with it. But I have suppressor, grip, and quick draw. And then I also have the pistol again, the MR6, frag grenade, which I'm switching now to Semtex again, Sixth Sense, fast hands, and Gung Ho. And then I have the primary gunfighter, which you guys already seen it 40 times. Now, for my fourth class, I have the Man of War. A lot of people I've seen do really, really, really well with this gun. I've done fairly well with it too. I've done like 20-0 or 22-0 or even 23-6. That was a pretty high jump, but whatever. I've done fairly well with it. I've seen other people do fairly well with it. I've told people to try this gun out, and they did, and they've done pretty well. But I have a new skin on it. I have suppressor, so I won't show up on the minimap. I have quick draw, which is aiming down the sights faster, and I also have FMJ, which that can penetrate through walls, I believe. I think. I can't remember. It shows how much I play this game. Anyways, it's increased bullet penetration and damage against score streaks. So I guess it doesn't penetrate through walls? I've shot through a wall before. I guess they didn't put that in the description of it, but whatever. And then I have the MR6 again. Lethal is getting changed to Semtex. Wow, I really gotta update these classes. Sixth Sense, Fast Hands, and Gung Ho again. My last and my final class would be the ICR. This gun is, like I said before, is pretty good. Never really had an issue with it, depending on how you want to play. So I guess it all depends on you, is a simple way to put it. The gun works well. Yeah, so firepower isn't that good, but you can do fairly well with this gun. I have reflex sight, and again, I do have, well, I guess I don't. Now I do. But now, again, I do have double down on it, which is very well used. A suppressor, a quick draw, and also grip, and then Semtex. This time I have concussion on it, Sixth Sense, and Fast Hands. And then I have primary gunfighter again. Nothing new. Anyways, these are my custom classes. I'm going to end up making a sniper class now. If I have snipers to use, I do. This is usually what I use for this gun, or this weapon. When I do unlock it, I'll be using the yellow, but right now I'm going to use the Recon. Again, you can't go wrong with double down. I will be putting suppressor on it. I'll put suppressor and fast hands. Oh, cool. I have that unlocked. I won't argue. Anyways, I'll have that on it. And then for my pistol, same thing. This gun works wonders. I love this gun. I'll put that on it. I don't have anything else. Put the yellow, and then I'll put another silencer. And then I will put trip mine, concussion, see if I have enough. Let's just have faster recharge rate. Put Sixth Sense on it. I'll put cold-blooded on it. And I need to get rid of stuff. Okay. I get rid of that. I'm gonna need to get rid of something else. Get rid of that. And then I will put faster usage here. Okay. So those are the three that I'll put on it. So I have Sixth Sense, Cold-Blooded, and Tactical Mass. Sixth Sense, I've explained it 40 times. Not targeted by ground-based AI. So basically, I can't be seen by the what's it called? The turret. I won't be seen by it. I'm immune to thermal optics. So if somebody has a thermal scope, I won't be seen by it. Well, I will be seen, but I won't light up like a bullet or like a freaking Christmas tree. So that's always good. But yeah, this is a really good gun. I'm also in love with the Locust. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but I thought that said AIDS. I was like, holy shit, this gun has AIDS. But yeah, this gun is one-shot kill above the waist, which is common sense because the rate on it's pretty good. But actually, I can unlock this and I can use it. I'm gonna play it smart. I'm gonna play it smart. So, change of plans. I'm using this gun. So, Locust, very good weapon. One-shot kill. Usually. Unless you suck. Or I suck at sniping. Then, yeah. Anyways, that's it for my custom class. I hope you guys had fun, knowing you guys didn't. Um, yeah. So have a good night, guys. Bye.